Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for one more video review. We'll call it a night tonight. This is another Fazer Finnish beautiful, wonderful, fantastico. And it's peppermint crisps in milk chocolate. I think I might have originally thought it was somehow strawberry in it, but it doesn't. Just the colours, I guess. Unusual colour for peppermint, to be honest with you. It's obviously, I don't know if it's a Finnish thing, maybe perhaps peppermint comes in that kind of wrapper over there. I don't know. You'd usually be sort of a light blue or something here, I think, or a green. I'm not sure, but either way, that's what it is. So yeah, it's a Finnish brand. Hello to everyone in Finland if you're watching. I'll say everyone in Finland. The odd one or two of you that will be watching. Hello to everyone else, of course. Yeah, so basically, well, some of you may or may not know, but I've reviewed a few of these Fazer bars, and it's a Finnish brand, and it's they're very nice indeed. Actually, do a variety of various flavours, and they've never let me down yet. And this is obviously the latest one I'm reviewing, not the latest bar. I do apologise in advance because it's quite dark where I am. I don't think you can tell really from looking on the video, but it's quite dark, so I might struggle to read some of the things. But I do have a handy torch just in case. Yeah, so basically it's looks like it's usually when we say crisps or crisp or whatever in these Fazer bars, it just means little crunchy bits basically. So that's the gist of it. It's a 200-gram bar. It is about 22.5 centimeters long, so it's not bad at all. There's no flourishes really on it, so you might get a bit of space. Don't really get any space at all, maybe a couple of millimetres either side, but that's not bad at all. There's typical Fazer colours with the sort of blue half on this side, generally blue. So I think if it's a dark chocolate, it's brown, a dark brown. And here, of course, the colour reflecting the filling or the flavour. In this case, it's a sort of barbershop effect here in the UK. A nice sort of cherry red, I'd say that is. Okay, let's have a look on the back. So it is in, it's a Finnish bar, but it's got lots of translations, but it is primarily in English. Well, not primarily in English, but it's prominently in English. Yes, blah blah blah. So enjoy the taste of Fazer tradition in this milk chocolate with peppermint crisps. So just a bit. So look for the actual calories. Usually somewhere near the bottom. So per 100 grams, it's 531 calories. So half this bar is 531 calories. Fat. I think 30 grams of fat. Saturates, 19 grams saturates, I think. Yeah. So basically, for this, it's generally 32 segments of chocolate in these bars. So for 16, that's what you're talking, 531 calories. So obviously if you have 8, which is the regular amount for a chocolate bar, I'd say. So if you had a little version of this, if you just put a regular chocolate bar, you're talking about 265.5 calories per 8 squares of this bar. And that would be 9.5 grams of saturated fat, 15 grams of fat, 9.5 of which are saturates, as I say. So basically, 8 segments of this bar is about 260 calories. So it's quite high in calories. So let's have a look. So there is a bit of text on the inside, as I always say. It's basically talking about the family tradition of Fazer. It's been around since 1891, I think it is. Know that off by heart by now. And it's covered in foil again, which I do like. Don't know if you can tell there, but it says Fazer on it, or just, yeah, Fazer. In the light, yeah. I always comment about how you could, in the old days, rub into the bar the impression of the chocolate, but you can't really with this actually. It's a bit tight on it. If you push down hard, you'll tear into the foil, I think. Yeah, but it's a lovely touch. I do like it a lot. Right, so let's give it an open. So as is always the case with the Fazer bars, so you can tell how crammed they are with with ingredients on the inside with filling, but it's not quite as evident in this one, but I think that's probably because of what it's in it as such. You'll see in a minute. So you can see the lovely chocolate, nice milk chocolate, and it does say Fazer on the inside. Nice touch. So basically, here you go. Here's your 8 squares. So you can see it's what did I say? 32 squares. Half of it is obviously 16, and half of that is your 8 squares here, and that's about 260 calories for 8 of these. So quite high in calories. Does that weigh? About 50 grams. It's about 50 grams that weighs though. So weight-wise, it's quite good for what it's comparable with. It's a lot more than I think a normal chocolate bar, say a Kit Kat Chunky or something, is 30 or 40 grams. So yeah, there you go. Right, so yeah, on the reverse, you can sort of see some sort of pock marks or something. I think normally the crispy bits, you see lots of lumps and bumps with these, but you can it's a bit different here. You just see sort of, I don't know, markings. I think there are some. I think it's just the chocolate that's those lighter bits, but you can kind of see a bit of shine there, and I think that's where the minty bits are. So definitely it's still round with stuff. Okay, let's give it a snap. Okay, well, I didn't quite measure it, did I really? I keep forgetting, but basically it's because it's so tight on the bar anyway, really. So here we got about, as I say, not too scientific, about 21.5. So I think you've lost about a centimetre maybe. It isn't too bad. Okay. Right, so. Okay, I'm not sure what's the best way to, there you go. So you can see there, you can see the crispy bits there. I wouldn't say it's as packed as normal, but I think that might be because they're a bit smaller in this one. It is mint as well, don't forget, so you probably don't want it to be. You can smell the mint actually. Not bad at all. Yeah, so I don't know, it doesn't seem to be quite as packed as the usual Carl Fazer bar, but I think it's because the bits are very small in this actually. Normally I think the normal ones with crispy bits are quite a lot thicker. As these ones are, I think they're not actually Rice Krispie bits, which is probably why they're just sort of little minty shenanigans. I will, for the sake of completeness, cut one in half. Okay. So, yeah, again, so it's not full of them, not full of pieces. But as I say, I think that's probably because it's minty, and I think it might just be overpowering if it was just full of mint. Alright, so let's give it a taste. Do get subtle mint flavour. It's not a massive mint smell, so which I think is a good thing. Okay, let's give it a go. Definitely crispy. Nice Carl Fazer milk chocolates as well. It's definitely funny one though. Funny one actually. It's got a bit of a. I'm not sure how to describe it. I'm going to try another one. It's a very subtle mint taste. If you had something like a mint Aero or something afterwards, you might not be able to eat or drink anything else for the mint taste, but I don't think it would be the case with this. I think the mint taste is subtle enough that it's it's a bit like a very weak after 8. If you know what that is, it's kind of like an after 8 is kind of like a very thin square with the sort of liquidy white minty filling. And this is kind of like a very weak, very subtle after 8 taste, I think weak sounds a bit negative. It's subtle, very subtle. I think you could happily have a drink of any other drink after this and still be able to taste the drink. It's a very subtle taste, which is good actually. Not many mint flavoured anythings that the flavour is so subtle that you can continue. I mean, it's a bit strong. I can feel it still lingering in my mouth a bit, but it's not that bad at all. I'm quite sure you could have anything after this actually, and I think that will be intentional. I must say at first I was a bit unsure. But after having a couple of squares, I do quite like it actually. I'll say at first I was a bit unsure, but it's nice and crispy. You know, you don't have not loads of crisps. It's not like the other Carl Fazer bars where it's tons of crispy texture inside, but it's still crispy enough to be have the effect, and it's quite fresh. The taste of peppermint is quite fresh. It's not. Let's say it's very subtle. So you're kind of getting, let's say, sort of Carl Fazer milk chocolate with just a very cool undertone, I guess you could say, of peppermint. It's no, I like it. Let's say you first bite into it, you might be thinking, I'm not sure about this at all, because it's not what you're expecting. But I think this is very nice. Yeah, I think I haven't really tasted a chocolate that's so subtly minty than this before, and I think that's really good, because normally mint's too overpowering when you have it as a chocolate. So why I say this for last, I've done a couple of reviews tonight, and I say this one to the last because it's mint, but I don't think I needed to do that really. I'd say it does leave a bit of a taste in your mouth. It's not, you can tell you've had something, but I wouldn't say I'm lingering, I've got a mint taste in my mouth. It's just really because it's just the way it would be with anything really. Yeah, I think that's really clever, really different and unique, and I'm impressed. I am impressed. I can't really put it into words at the moment as to how I want to say it, but as I say, it's lovely that it's so subtle and you can just enjoy this this minty chocolate without having to have your mouth blown off with strong mint taste, you know, like from you get with anything else really. No, I like it. I think it's a funny one really. I can't quite put it into words. It's a funny one because I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a flavour I was bursting to try. You know, I think, you know, it's more like you've got the flavour of mint rather than you're eating mint, if that makes any sense. You know, I think I quite like more. I don't know. It's very strange. It's a bit like, you know, if you're having any kind of flavour of your chocolate, like strawberry or banana or anything. It's a bit like having that, except it's mint. You know, it's it's very strange. So I think it's not a flavour I would normally say, yes, you know, I want such a subtle mint chocolate. You know, I think like a raspberry or something. You'd think, oh yeah, that's a bit different, but it does work, and so I can't quite formulate whether I think, oh yes, you know, mint is a flavour I would like to have like this. You know, so used to having mint as a strong overpowering flavour that freshens your breath and things like that. This is just not like that at all. This is literally like having a chocolate bar with mint in it. You know, that's literally just the flavour. It's like when you have a raspberry flavoured chocolate or a Fazer raspberry or any raspberry flavoured chocolate. You don't come out of it with breathing raspberry at people and having nothing but raspberry in your mouth. You've tasted raspberry and chocolate or whatever, and that's it. This one is a bit like that. You've tasted a bit of mint with chocolate. And it's nice, you know, and that's it really, you know, it's not, you know, yeah, it's very, very unique, I think. I just can't decide whether it's a good thing, but I can't decide whether, you know, I prefer other flavours or not really. I'm just trying to think to rate it, to say, well, yeah, I think definitely 4 out of 5, I think. It's very unique, it does what it says, and it's definitely worth trying. It's very yeah. I think this is one that would just grow on you more and more the more you eat it. Really. Let's have another try. Nice and crispy again, as I say. Not so overloaded with crispy bits, don't forget. But yeah, definitely give this a try, everyone. Very different. It's nice. 4 out of 5, definitely. I just can't quite get my head around it yet, if you know what I mean. But yeah, root it out and see what you think. It's definitely unique, and not in a bad way, not in a crazy way. Just a whole new take on mint, really. Okay, guys. I hope you liked that review. Hope you found it useful. As always, follow me on Twitter and subscribe and like my videos or dislike them. Hopefully the former. Please get in touch and take care, and I'll see you in the next video. See you soon, everyone. Bye for now. See you later. Bye.